Hi, chat! How is everyone doing today? Oh, boy. Oh, let me get to the, everything locations. Welcome, Shuya! Welcome, Slime Maverick! Welcome, Tape! Welcome, Gaicowermon! Welcome, Requiem! Welcome, Loon! How is everyone doing today on this fine Friday? I did notice I peeked into the red there, but that's okay. Hello, the dog. It is the dog. Good, tired as hell, mood. I'll be totally honest, I'm gonna be upfront with you all right now. I have a headache, and I had some medicinal stuff to help me deal with it. If you start hearing me get a little goofy, you know why. Hopefully it doesn't affect me because of the headache and just makes the headache go away. Cool. Let's hope with that. Otherwise, let me get the game open. Because we're just gonna sit here. There are actually people here. What's really fucking funny about all of this... Hold on, I'm gonna let you guys see this. Let you all see this. It's funny. Everyone here, minus the Lalafell right here, is a tank. Everything but the Lalafell is a tank. And in fact, the Lalafell is a... Oh, wait, no! I'm wrong! Sorry, I'm wrong. This Rogan in front of me is a ninja. Or at least rogue. Dog is high? Mildly. Yes, but... playing OG Black Flag. Dog is high, watching Team and Team fun. Doing quite well. I'm doing good, actually. This is the collar. Magma didn't get the collar. People funded a lot of the collar, but not the collar. Yeah, a lot of tank boys. Yeah, in fact, looks like they may be wanting to queue up, but there is a tank there, so I would not be able to help with that. But we do need to actually do dungeon. So we're going to tackle our first dungeon, which is Satasha, which we can get into immediately. Oh, okay. We're doing that. Understood. Soundproofing? Yeah, that's what I thought. So we have, if we could do it, 3 dungeons, maybe 4 dungeons to get through today, and maybe we'll cap off the stream with our Ifrit clear. I'm not sure if we will do that, but hopefully we can get Ifrit down. That'd be a massive chunk of progress done for ARR. But I might be over-promising. Actually, you know what? I just realized something. Nope. We're gonna come over here today. Mostly so we can cover chat. Because chat can sometimes be a little bit of a problem. We do a big pull. You all get to deal with the big pull today. Let's see if it'll get me one to play. Yeah, let's hope. Leveling alt. So yes, so what this is I have a dedicated stream character that is essentially based on my model. It obviously cannot be a dog, and I chose not to do Makote because I have several Makotes. But I have decided... It's blue, okay. I have decided that we will level an alt that resembles the model. And I'll show off the character as soon as the dungeon is up, because I was hoping we could get through this today, and we definitely can. No, we're doing big pull. We got big pull. Grab that. I want to make sure I have that. All right, we go. So, and Walker becomes part of the pre-shot. I'm not redownloading 14 because of space. That's gonna be a while, Requiem. That's gonna be a hot minute. Because I believe it was with Endwalker that Stormblood came to the free trial, and Shadowbringers is only now coming, and we're almost at Evercold, which is after Dawn Trail. So that could be 2 to 4 years before that happens. Thank you is supreme. It is. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I wanted to play tank, but also I tend to pick classes when I play an MMO or play like a game with like class systems, to pick a class that's like good for the character I've chosen. And I've always kind of found with like the kind of the larger build the dog has, that she'd be fit better for a tank. So I'm actually probably now, well, I would say with the free trial, but the free trial doesn't affect me. Am considering maining Gunbreaker. Although honestly, with now picking Sword and Shield and Rise, I'm actually really enjoying the concept of playing with Sword and Shield. So maybe we'll play Paladin. I don't know. I know, but broke boy got no money. That's fair. That is incredibly fair. But I will say, you know, if you just wanted to play the free trial, but to be fair, actually, you said you're playing before, so you'd probably have to make a new character for a free trial or a new account. And if you've already been paying for it, then that's fair. I've seen that there's a dancer class. I've always loved dancer. Oh yeah, there's dancer. Yeah. And in fact, ironically, I was talking with Magma and Floofy about it. But because I know one of them wants to play Gunbreaker. And Gunbreaker's in the same expansion as Dancer. So that's the same level period. It's a lot of... Honestly, that Orobon is real nasty. I don't think I'm going to do any more polling with this group. Or at least till this Aurelia's gone. Let's actually focus on the Aurelia. Yeah, I'm just Ubisoft with the remake is why I rebuy the OG Black Flag on Steam. That's incredibly fair. Cycle of War. Is that better than what I have? Oh, absolutely. Well, it doesn't matter. I actually can't grab you. Never mind. It doesn't matter. I can't use it. Thing is, I'm going blind. Exactly. You are going in blind, so I don't... That's fair. Yeah. Speaking of chat, if you were interested in seeing Magma play the game, I think Magma, you're starting playing 14 on Monday? Is that what we confirmed? Or is that not certain yet? Yeah, this white mage. No, it's not green! It's not green! No! You... Yeah, it's blue. Grab blue. Which allows you to grab. Oh, you... Oh my god, why did you do this? Time for the cat. Look at me. Monday on 6? Yeah, okay. So that's about... That's my normal stream time. So maybe I'll just kind of schedule another stream on Monday. Technically, I'm not going to do one. I'll be with you. But I'll probably be like, hey, I'm doing an extra stream this week. Ish. For, like, my schedule. There we go. That's for me. Give me that. Is that also for me? No. I already have the Azima's earrings. I don't need that. I will need that for a long time. No, we're doing a poll. We do poll. Fox is too busy being French on Fridays? Yeah. That's okay. Did you start a new character? Yes, I did, Ryan. No, this is a new character specifically built for stream. So, like, I'm not saying I'd only play this character on stream, but it's very likely. But my main character I can play on and off as much as I want. So this one's more dedicated specifically for stream. Okay, let's get that Reaver out of here. In these early dungeons, you can actually zoom in a little more. Just if like you want to look at your character. Later dungeons, it's... meh. Because he wasn't going to die at all. Nope. Oh, I just realized I'm not eating food. Do I have food? I do have food. Eat food. Give me my XP buff. We're going to do a big pull. Big pull. It is a Royan. That might be all we pull. My healer's gonna hate me for this, but... Oh no, no balls. Make him work for it. Okay. And while those are there, I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna start poking the ranger. Because these have to not come down! So my problem with Ever-14 is the Crystal Tower raid is mandatory. It is, and I don't mind that at all. I actually really don't mind that. I'm gonna grab these ones as well. Excuse me? No one said you could grab that. And you... Fucking healer. Oh well. At least they also have the understanding of we just go fast. They at least got me, which is good. No, again, I don't have a problem with Crystal Tower being a mandatory thing. In fact, the community's been kind of begging for a mandatory normal raid, specifically Eden. So, I don't mind too much. It's a problem for me because I want my Dark Knight already. You know what? Fair. To be fair, all you need to do is finish the Alliance raid, and then you can go into Heaven's Word. And it's a fairly easy raid. Actually, it's very easy. Unless the internet's a problem, and then, well, that... Playing tanks so the dog likes being hit? Interesting. I don't know. Because of the, I guess, kind of bulkier design I feel the dog does have, I really do kind of like the idea that she could take a hit. But it also implies that she's fat. To be fair, there is some belly. And I know that was definitely pointed out when this model first debuted. So. And also, to be fair, tank queues are so much faster than, like, literally everything else. Well, tank and healer. So, to kind of make, if I want to play with people, I just, like, not fat, thick. Exactly. Loon's got it right. Dog is thick. Dog is appreciably thick. Belly activates the people. It does, and that's why I have it. To be fair, though, it's really good. We're not going to do a big... Okay. Well, this room is the only time where I'm like, no, we're not doing a big pull. I struggle to do this pull even on a max level character. Because, like, you were capped out at, like, level 18, so even if you have way more skills, you're getting less skills because the dungeon caps you out at a certain level, and you don't get skills past that, or like a certain like thing. It doesn't matter. Point stands is, yeah. Oh, there was one more. Oh well, he's dead. We'll grab these ones. Here. We'll not grab those only because there's literally no point in fighting them. Enemies attacks bounce off dog jiggly boobies. Exactly. See, Pharaoh gets it. Pop my defense. defensives. Okay. Bust time. Natural shield, I see. Fair, yeah. Yeah. Oh no, the man was stabbed by a fish! Lumi, no! Look at me. Melt him down before he dies, before he summons ads. Hard commit. I mean, if like the healer or the black mage wants to go sit on the unnatural ripples, that's fine. That's actually not too bad. But this boss is piss easy. Welcome, Mr. Monkey. It's technically easier with higher level characters, so you have higher item level, higher stats. But it's still a very easy fight. The fact that he hasn't even finished his mechanic yet and he's almost dead. Yeah. Scaling's a little funky with this place. Hello, chat. How goes Magma's 14 indoctrination? We haven't started Magma's 14 indoctrination yet, Lobstarter. But that'll be happening Monday. So, cool. Tis a Mr. Monkey. Oh, I don't need that. You can have that. Goodbye! Okay. I did get new gear. Yay, new gear. Off to the next dungeon! Oh, that's there. Okay, hold on. We just do this. Oh, this is to Ulda. Okay, never mind. Not gonna worry about that then. Oh yeah, I wanted to show people my character because it's been a bit. She's kind of cute. I agree. Hold on. We'll get it better, closer up. Look. Boop, boop. And we'll put a nice color filter for that. I mean, still good looking. I wish I could, like, because I know this, like, oh, stop time and weather, but it'll take a bit for this just to turn dark. But yeah, cute. It's a dog. It is a dog. But the dog is also a lizard because I didn't want to pick a cat. So she's the lizard dog. She's an ogre. Actually kind of not wrong. Oh, I could just teleport back to Limsa. I'm an idiot. Giving a man your banana is homosexual. Don't be like Ferret. What? What? Horn dog. Dog with a horn of A Lizago. Exactly. Did I not? Read it. Hold on. Slight detour. This is happening now, whether I like it or not. Only use lightning attacks from now on. I wish I could. That'd be funny, but no. I'd lose it on so much damage in my rotations. To be fair, actually, I don't think Paladin has any lightning skills. That is just Gunbreaker. I'm probably going with either Paladin or Gunbreaker. And then when we finally play this character in Evercold, I might end up playing the new tank. We'll see. I'm really excited about seeing what that one is. Is there one down there? There is one down there. Streets are not that full. I'm actually a little surprised. Hey, Temp, are you streaming tomorrow? Yes. Yes, I am. Tomorrow's Resident Evil 6 with Magma. More of that wonderful Chris Redfield campaign. Yay. Okay. That's done. We need to head down to the Fisherman's Guild, and then we could teleport back over here to the lower decks, and then make our way up to the aft castle and do up there. Oh my god, but yeah, it's streaming tomorrow. Yeah, what time? Same time as normal. It's on the schedule. It's in my Discord. It's on Twitter. But 3 p.m. Pacific. Usual starting time, except for Wednesdays and Sundays. Eventually, I would like to do, like, Omni 100 on this character, but that's, like, a long time from now. To be fair, I do a lot of that leveling off stream just because it's just boring leveling, and I'll just stream on, like, whatever. But I'm not too concerned. We'll just take this one up. Boop. RE6, no, that's bad. At least you don't have to play Dustborn. Fair! Doesn't even scroll up, just accept that it's called Feral Homo... wait. Doesn't even scroll up, just accept that I called Feral Homosexual, and keeps it pushing. That's why he's going places. Fair. RE6, yeah, RE6 tomorrow. RE6 tomorrow, indeed. Oh, I have that one. Okay. So I need to go to the Marauders Guild, grab that one, and then make our way over. Make sure to select the right selection and not restart the whole chapter. Yeah. I'm gonna have to look into that tonight. Oh well, that'll be fine. It's easy enough. According to JonTron. Oh great, my favorite. Yeah. This is pretty much it, yeah. Nope, keep walking. I'm so glad 14 is auto walk, so I can do literally anything else. Though sometimes I do have to fix my, like, because, like, right now, I'm gonna walk right into that wall. Such a task was in the books. Was mined. I'm afraid that ship has already sailed. Hi, I did whatever your job was. Might you be the adventurer who accepted the job investigating Satasha? Yes, I was. It would seem that ship has not only sailed, but now returns to harbor. None the worse for his voyage. Pity, we dragged our boots too long on this one. Nah. Your giant ass got beat by a small lizard girl. Excuses. At least you may have one more stream of Chris. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Ironically, so we were talking, me and Magma were like, okay, we need to finish RE6 before, the abiotic expansion. Which is like, because we're doing the abiotic expansion on stream. But, we decided... Sorry. I got lost track because I was watching the... What? Are you actually scrolling? Yes, you are. Okay. Because I'm not hearing, like, the clicking of, like, the text boxes. But it's okay. Damn, she's tiny. She is. Female Aura are extremely tiny. It's actually a meme because the male Aura are the tallest races in the game. And the female Aura are the... not the shortest, because that's Lalafell. But as far as, like, the normal, like, humanoid, like, human-sized races, female Aura are the shortest. Anyway, as far as the thing, because Abiotics expansion was actually delayed to this fall. So we'll figure out what we're doing after RE6. I know Magma wants to play Battle Block. So I'm I will probably oblige that. Oh, and by the way, I did figure out what the overall plan is for Fridays. Now that we essentially have to be done with Okami because of monetization issues. But that does mean because RE6 is on Saturdays, I don't want to return to RE4 Remake until we're done with RE6. So until such time as I say so, Liza P returns next Friday. Maybe. Should be next Friday, yeah. Yeah, next Friday. Cool. Female aura, when you like them short, but not that short. Exactly. Exactly. Besides, she's puffy, she's cute, she's small. I approve. Now I could do my dailies, which, ironically, would actually not be a horrible idea. Here. I've been standing up for a little bit. I'm gonna sit. Okay. Oh, next quest. Ready to hear about that job, then? Like I said, the request comes from our sister guild in Gridania. And all that I know, but whatever it is you got asked to do, I somehow doubt that it posed trouble for an adventurer has suffered the bedlam in Satasha. But you think you might be interested if you want to have Mother was, yeah. Okay, so that's the next dungeon. Dog place. I don't want a place. How I don't have the aft castle one is beyond me. Okay. Oh, was it all of them? Oh, that's all of them. Okay, cool. Cool deal. Now I need to return to Gridania. Oh my god. You know, I wonder, actually. Hold on. Does that... Sorry. I'm trying to see if the audio for, like, the background music is playing. It is playing. Okay. I can't hear it, which is why I want to fix this. Yeah. Welcome, Narahime. Sorry, I figured we should probably have some kind of background noise because the game is very quiet. I can turn the game up if you want me to instead. He calls his back his lips like he's craving some meat. Lots of kinds of meats. No, mouth is dry a little bit, actually. Okay. He's doing tricks now. So, chat, if the background music is too quiet or too loud, or you want to hear the in-game music more, let me know. I can fix that. But I know that right now in these early game areas, the music is kind of dull. Or not dull, but like calm, chill. Can I... There we go. Now I can hear it. I've got some Hot Pockets before hopping on for some raids. Fun. I haven't had a Hot Pocket in years. I kind of miss them, but I also don't. I do enjoy more, like, kind of cooking for myself. Especially when it comes to, like, Hot Pockets. But, fair. They're good. I do appreciate Hot Pockets. At least what they are. Should try and make some homemade ones. Ooh. Ah, sorry. Loud, sharp ring in my ear. Love the hub music for Heaven's Word. Oh, I do too. I absolutely do too. I miss the idea of Hot Pockets. Yeah! Yeah! That's pretty much where I'm at with it, yeah. Like, do I miss Hot Pockets themselves? No. Because I don't miss, like, the corners being, I don't miss the corners being, like, really hard after, like, you microwave them. But I also don't like them after an oven cooking either, because they're too crunchy then. But, like, the corners are hard on a Hot Pocket, but the, like, past the corners is actually kind of soft. Like, that's what I miss, but I also don't like the idea of microwaving them. So it's like, I microwave them and get what I want, but it's still a microwave, or I cook them in the oven and then just have the whole thing be crunchy. Or I could just make it myself and probably get what I'm looking for. This went down a tangent, and it's funny. Sorry. Cooking is nice. I love cooking. I do, too. I actually really do, too. Chill music while I wait for my food in the parking lot and get some fish and chips. There you go. Until I get my leg fixed is kind of a shortcut city with it. That's fair. Yeah. Hot Pockets never cook right. Yeah, that's also the thing with microwave food. They just don't... Yeah. And also normal... Well, it depends. But with microwave, I always have, like, a cold spot. Air frying is an option now. Air frying is an option. I do have an air fryer. But it's not like one of those, like, basket ones. It's like a convection oven. So I gotta plug it in. I gotta, you know, pull the tray out. I gotta pull it in. It's sometimes just too much of a hassle when I just want to be like, press button, cook. Which is like kind of like the basket one air fryers are like. So, I don't know. I need to buy a new blender as well. My blender, the blender I've had for years, I use it to make iced coffee, or like blended coffees in the morning. But then it started burning up with ice, like chewing up the ice in the blender. And I haven't really used it since, because I'm afraid of that thing exploding. So I need to buy a new blender. So maybe I'll consider looking at like an easier air fryer as well. Take up less room. Could be faster. I don't know. Air fryers have definitely gotten better over the years. Yeah. We go down here. Yeah, hopefully the background music's good. I can kind of hear it. I should add more stuff just for make a new background playlist. Oh, I can't wait to get my mount. Simtara Deep Croft is down here. Okay. The blender chooses it what it blends? Yeah, it does. And what I want to start doing now is... I'm very bad about it. I'm trying to psych myself up to do it, and I don't like doing it, but I need to do it. Is I need to start working out more. But I have a giant bag of protein powder that I just tried drinking, like a protein drink, like in just water. And it's like, the flavor's not bad, but it also is like... I don't know how I feel, because all I'm doing is just mixing it with water, and it just kind of tastes like a watery drink. And I don't want that with protein powder. That powder feels like it's like meant for milk. So I'm thinking, what if I just did like a blended coffee thing, but now with protein powder? That could be good. Also, why bother cooking when you can put all the ingredients into a blender, mix it, and then slurp all of it? Joke, please. I mean, depending on what you're having, you technically could do that. Yeah, actually. Depends on what you're doing with it. And also, I'd like a blender for, like, if I wanted to make, like, soups, but a lot of the soup making did require, like, oh, hey, roasted tomatoes and, like, roasted garlic and stuff like that. You need it all blended up, like, for those recipes. It'd be nice to have a blender that could do that. Air fryers do kick ass, actually. I did not expect them. My biggest complaint, because the thing I cook the most in my air fryer is ironically tater tots. When I want to have breakfast burritos, I just wrap some tater tots in the air fryer. But when I switch between oven or air fryer, oven's good. Like oven is like, it's hot, it's crunchy, it's like really, really good. But it takes much longer in an oven. To be fair, I should get the same amount of time in my air fryer, because on the bag for the tater tots, like, oh, you want to cook this in the air fryer for 10 minutes or for 10 to 15 minutes. And I do like a kind of like a middle ground between the two, but then it's always cold when I did that. So I started cooking in the air fryer for the same amount of time I cook it in the oven, and it's less, like, it's warm, but it's not like crispy, crunchy. So it's like, what the fuck are you? Sir! What fucking abomination are you? You are new. You one ugly bitch. Oh. Okay. So, yeah, I guess 7.5 added new enemies here. I've never seen that model before. I have a sneaky suspicion those are actually for Beastmaster. Because there are people in the, on different, like, communities that, thought about it. It's like, hey, you know, this actually lines up, this could be Beastmaster. And there have been other creatures in other areas that are new. Leave him alone, he's chilling, you being rude. That's true. If he attacks me, though, I murk him. Okay. He can live. He can live for today. But when I'm a Beastmaster, I'm coming back for your ass. Okay. Your Tetra, take it. Thank you for coming to help us. No doubt the Bowlord has already informed you, but your task is enter Deepcroft and purge it of the Lambs of Dalamud. If you're unfamiliar with this, the cult emerged shortly before the Calamity, put an end to the 6th Astral Era. The cultists took the lesser moon Dalamud for their god, believing it would deliver them from a devastation. So they were rather disappointed when Dalamud exploded into 1,000 flaming pieces before it could complete its descent. Now, obviously, their god turned to ash, the one thing that the cultists might feel moved to question their faith. On the contrary, it served only to stoke the flames of their fanaticism. The Lambs of Dalamud are convinced that heretics, that is to say everyone but them, interfere with the coming of their Lord and Savior, and that it's now their sacred duty to avenge them. Whatever they're doing in the Deepcroft, you may be sure that no good will come of it. For the sake of Gridania and Eorzea at large, put an end to their madness. Neat. Never forget the level 1. Yeah, level 1 was a thing. Cool. Tamtara Deepcroft. Second dungeon. Let's do. Chat, if anyone wanted to, like, I'm not, like, partying up with people, but if you did want to at least try to party up with me, I'm on, Dynamis Seraph. Actually, I'm going to try queuing for my leveling roulette, because I could get Tamtara Deepcroft there, and that would count for my quest completion. So I could get the bonus XP from the leveling roulette on top of the first clear bonus, on top of the speedy completion bonus, on top of all that. This could be a gigantic chunk of XP if I get Tamtara. Like, holy XP. Do I want to bring out a minion? Why not? What do we got? Or we know what, well, no. No. Sure, why not? We'll bring out our wind-up, well, Jet, I know who we're bringing out. Our wind-up parts. It's dungeon questing time? Yeah, it is. And I will actually, if people wanted to friend this character, you're more than welcome to. But you do gotta find me in the game. It's interesting to watch people use KeyBM on here. Oh, you mean keyboard and mouse? Yeah. I've been playing keyboard and mouse for years. I've tried playing controller. I just, not with 14. Not really feeling it with 14. Don't have the game installed. That's fair. What mounts do I have on this character again? Oh! Huh. Well. So, okay. So for those who don't understand what's going on. All these mounts, this is the favorites tab. But I copied over my, like, HUD. My HUD layout and my keybinds and other stuff like that from my main character to this character, but it saved my favorites. So it's showing mounts from my favorites from my main character. These are the actual mounts I have, and it's just like Ark, Fenrir, Sildra. Like, it's all the collector's editions and login rewards ones. And then the paid one for the account. I first started with keyboard and mouse on ARR release, and after Heavensward hiatus, I swapped to controller and haven't changed it. That's very fair. I think that's respectable. Like, if you could do controller and it feels comfortable to you, I'm actually kind of more impressed by that. But I personally do prefer keyboard and mouse because I like being able to see my buttons. But I've also been a PC person my entire life. It wasn't until my previous computer, like not 2 computers ago, actually, that I had to start using console as my primary system because my computer could not take it anymore. But that's no longer the case. Oh my goodness. I'm surprised the queue's taking so long. I mean, I'll get in. It's not a problem. Yeah, to each their own. I play with controllers since NES, so I'm used to assigning buttons and having muscle memory. Yeah, exactly. Some things are more comfortable to others, and yeah. And that's why, like, all the Steam controller discussions, like, oh my god, it's so weird compared to every controller. Why would I pay $100 for that? And it's like, that may not be the controller you would pay for, or that you would use, but someone else might. Every like platform, like keyboard and mouse controller, whatever, it's up to user preference. Always has been, always will be. I mean, hell, it's a horrible example. The submarine crash with like the really old Logitech controller. People still use this. Not, they shouldn't use them in the case of a submarine, but they still use them. I have an 8-bit Duo since 2022. I do too. I have an 8-bit Duo Ultimate 2 controller. And that's what I use now as my main controller. I'm getting a Steam controller. I'm buying it on Monday. And I'll see if that will end up replacing this one, because it'd be impressive to me if it could replace my 8-bit Duo controller, because I love this thing. Like, if I have to buy another controller now, and if I don't like the Steam controller, guess what? I'm just buying another 8-bit Duo controller. I love this thing. We pay nearly $100 for any other controller. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, no, I bought a DualSense controller for Stellar Blade. And admittedly, there's a reason I haven't gone back to Stellar Blade yet, and it's almost because I'm not ready to go back to the controller, because there's special reasons to use the controller in Stellar Blade. I just haven't used it because I have to use it on PC wired because it's funky on PC. Anyway, TMR6 of the Steam controller will last longer and more precise. Yeah, exactly. They will be. And that was like, what, $75, $80 for the controller for PS5. Steam Switch 2 controllers, both Pro and Joy-Con, are both like $75 to $90 around there. Like, oh boy. The cheapest one out of all the, like, the first-party controllers is Xbox, but it's like, what, 60? And I'm like, for $40 more, I have a controller that will do mouse and keyboard movements, and it has sticks that won't choke the bed and die. Guess which one I'm choosing. Like, again, either the Steam controller or the Ipadu controller. There it is. We're in. TM, yeah, I read that. Okay. Yes, the Titan submarine controller, which survived the implosion. It did. Oh, we got Tentara! Let's go! Awesome. Plan worked out. So now I get daily roulette XP and first time clear XP. Dog genius. We have Scholar, Ninja, and a Red Mage. Ew. But that... Wow! They're all sprouts. We'll do a bigger pull. I trust that you will be able to do bigger pull. If nothing else, it's a testament to the durability of Logitech. It really is, actually. I ended up switching from my Logitech mouse, the G903, last year to a SteelSeries Aerox 5, and it's been a good mouse, but its battery's a pile of garbage. And I finally made the switch to a Razer mouse the last month, and it's really good, and it's very much in the same vein of the G903 for me. So, and its battery life is immense because I have not charged it besides the day I got it. So, yeah. 360 didn't play around with their controllers. Still up there as one of the best. It is. I have my 360 controller, but I still primarily use a Xbox 3 or Xbox One controller. Ninja. Okay. You just get... Okay. Here you come. Ninja? What are you... What? What's going on with this ninja? This ninja's concerning me. Probably getting back into the swing of things with Ninja. Maybe. Like, look at that. They're just stopping there. Like, they do a round of combat, then they stop. And then they go to the next round of combat, don't do anything. And now they're in... Okay, they're invincible. Okay. Okay, you know, maybe they are learning. Oh, right, I'm an idiot. I should have remembered this. This is the mechanic of this godforsaken dungeon. I don't need that. You all can have that. We'll do a big one. Maybe now I'm learning and I'm leaning into the swing of things. But, I don't know, it almost feels... I don't know. Maybe bot-like. But I don't know. Be the warrior of light you're destined to become. Yay. Oh, wait, no. No, that's the next boss. Never mind. Oh, God. Sorry. Early game dungeons, I will admit, are kind of boring. Like, they're fine when you start playing. But as you start getting in the later game, it's like, oh. 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 Crabs. Actually, I feel like those are more spider-like. Because there's not many, like, spider enemies in the game. And they're, like, the closest thing we got to spiders. But they don't really appear again after ARR until, I think, Shadowbringers. Like, there's some more dungeons in ARR they are in, but... Nope. Nope. I love not getting gear. I will need to go buy more gear. It is now time for Crab. I kind of wish I could play Crab Rave, but oh well. I actually could have pushed forward. I forgot these two were here. It's fine. I will push forward with them, and they could just kind of catch up to me. Yeah. And this is why we push forward. I'm gonna push in here, try and see if we can get maybe a little more extra gear drops. That'd be ideal. Hey! Paid off. It was a weapon for me. Okay, that's the boss. All right. Probably making my healer scream a little bit. Just a little bit. But, I'm fine. They could definitely tell I'm an old player though, because I'm just bum rushing and going straight for the bullshit. Or if anything, I've at least done this dungeon a couple of times. The healer has the right of life and death over this whole party. They do. I'm gonna just go to the berry on the way. Oh, Ninja needs to walk away for just a moment. As a reminder, chat, if you are enjoying the content I produce, God, sorry, that medicinal's hitting. Chat, if you enjoy the content I produce, I would greatly appreciate it if you like, subscribe, hit the bell for more notifications, join the Discord as it is the best place to go live. Also, you should become a member of the channel, because if you become a member of the channel, you get access to the rare dog emotes. We love rare dogs. Also, rare dogs in the Discord. I love the chat. Thank you so much for the continued support. We recently did hit 1,000 subs, and it does mean a lot to me, so thank you. I would not be here without you all. Or at least streaming. Are there an option to turn off error sounds when you mash commands? I believe there is, and I could have swore I turned that off. So after the dungeon, I will see how to turn that off. I'm doing my part. And now it's final boss time. So the dungeon's almost over anyway. Oh my god, it's the octopus. On the last patch, what do you think of the command panel? Is that the new raid menu? Where like you can do different like strategies or something? I forget if that's what you're talking about. Can't believe Aka would do this. I know. Uh-oh. How dare Akko become the tentacle creature they always were? Hey, I got the weapons. I don't think that shit matters though. Yeah, no, my weapon's better. Never mind. Oh no, my eyes. Oh, thank God. My eyes are saved. Oh God. Not strategy board, like a quick action panel thing. Oh, right. That. Right. They were advertising that as like a new thing that you can put your classes in. Yes, I have actually done nothing with that. I need to sit down, look at that stuff. It's been a hot minute. Oh, they all left. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, I already have one of those. Oh. Okay, any better just... No, okay. I did get 2 comms. Cool. Alright. Yeah, level 27 now. And then should be Copperbell Mines next. pretty handy when I go in deep dungeon diving. I can imagine that would be, which I need to get back to doing. I haven't finished Heaven on High yet. Hell, I actually don't think I've actually finished the story of Palace of the Dead yet. So I need to really like lock in with those. Oh. I'm admittedly we're at a point with the story where I'm like, I don't really I wouldn't say care, but also like mildly not care. Edda, yeah. I still want to do a 200 floor run of Palace of the Dead. I got to like 130 areas where a landmine stopped me. Yeah, I've had moments like that. Yeah, that one's sad, but and time to go to Copper Bell, which I feel like is my favorite of the three. Like the 3 starting dungeons. I should probably consider some gear upgrades, though. Like at 20 or 25. I need to go to Ul'dah. Off with you. Alright. Well, hold on. Let's see if we can clean out Gridania of the Aetherites, and then we'll go from there. Well, I didn't have Lancer yet. Oh. Okay, now we go to Old Gridania. And we'll see about gear upgrades there, because we are well over level 25. Actually, even close to 30, so I wouldn't be too far from an actual another gear upgrade. I am well above level. In fact, I'm almost to the level, like, if Heaven's Ward was in the same way class system-wise as the other expansions, I'd be getting close to unlocking stuff like Dark Knight, Machinist, and Astro. So, yeah. Already have that one? Cool. Wait, actually, hold on. Which ones do I have? Okay, I still need to keep going this way. I almost kind of wish you could use your mount here, but at the same time, it's still a city-state. Oh, I just didn't... Oh, okay. Understood. But no, I need to sit down and do Palace of the Dead again. I really want to catch up on a... Like, I still need to finish Eureka. I still need to finish Palace, Heaven on High, and all the other variant dungeons, the Criterion deep dungeons, like the different types of dungeons. And I still need to get my friggin' Rathalos mount. Hell, I now need to get my Arkfeld mount as well. I'm a little sad there wasn't an actual Arkfeld mount. I don't mind the cart. The cart's funny. But I wish it was Arkfeld. Or at least I also wish there was also Arkfeld. I think cart's perfect as a mount for 14. Just, I don't know, I'm rambling. I only know of Y'shtola for reasons. They're good reasons, too. I understand these reasons. And these reasons are peak. To be fair, though, there's some good reasons for it in the game, too. Hey Temp, is Akka going to be live reacting to the Yellow Flash guy on quartering debate here on Twitch? It airs at 9 p.m. Eastern. Is he? Hold on. I have no idea. Actually. I think he mentioned it somewhere, but I don't know. I assume he is. It might have been Twitter he mentioned it. Good thing she's blind because I Googled that kitty. She's not blind. Hold on. One, we're not talking spoilers. Two, she's not blind. There's a massive difference between blind and what she has. She's not blind. Anyway, but no spoilers. Because I know people like are maybe haven't caught up a story. Magma and Floofy. So no spoilers. He was hitting his Discord. There are questions you should ask in Akka's Discord. Yeah. I think he mentioned it, but I think if he did, it's on his Twitter. Yeah, please no spoilers. Yeah. Okay. Now we go to Ura. And for this one, I can use my return and save some money. Pet the doggo. Welcome, Kurumi. Is that... Hold on, this is, I forget what this is. This is an important one. What are you? Yeah, okay, this is the gold saucer. Yeah, that's what I thought this was. Y'shtola. Yeah, Y'shtola is... fantastic. Cat mom. Well, for other reasons, but yes. Again, those who will play will understand. But yeah. So yeah, this is the quest for Gold Saucer. So, let's go to Gold Saucer one day. Yay. Healed? Yeah. Pretty much. I checked his ex-Twitter. His quote, if it happens, I'll be inviting some friends to laugh at it. If it doesn't happen... Yeah, okay. So if Akko is not even certain he is yet, I'm going to go on a limb and say probably not. But if he is going to do it tonight, then he's going to let you all know in the Discord. Okay. 28. Okay. Well, I've already hit 28 from this quest. I will probably wait on upgrades until after I hit 30. Because at that point, that's another significant jump. But if Akko does do it, I will probably not be joining tonight. Mostly because I'm really not paying attention to the drama. It's not my cup of tea. So if anything, I'm probably just gonna chill out tonight. Maybe work on something else. I remember his Discord, so if I see it does happen. Yeah, exactly. He'll ping everyone. Yep, it's like, oh boy, they're building creatures, they're building things because it's a mine and they're gathering materials, and yeah. Harlado Studios is making subtle changes to the character designs to fit the original aesthetic for Campaign Evolved. I have not heard that, but that'd be nice. But I don't really trust Microsoft anymore for much of anything. Oh no, you are who I need to talk to. I got guts. Yeah, cool. And now we leave. Oh, and it's just Horizon? Okay, yeah, we just help there. Easy. Why do I keep people digging it? Like, at what point they, hold on. Why do people keep digging? Like, at what point to eventually look around you and realize there's no more dirt to dig up? Oh, you mean as far as drama is concerned? I have no idea. Some people, drama is always something to dig for. But Halo Studios 343 just have a habit of shitting the bed. They do. Like, I've played a little bit of Infinite and multiplayer, like the PvP side, and it was fun. But I'd also require me to like enjoy PvP, and I'm not really much of a PvP person. But yeah. Yep. Oh boy, it's time to go into Copperbell Mines, the third of the trio of dungeons. I absolutely despise PvP. I don't hate PvP, like despise it. But I have to be in a mood. Like 14 PvP, I do enjoy 14 PvP to a degree. I can't do it for too long or else I do get frustrated a little bit, but you know, for a few games it's fun. Destiny PvP I liked in short bursts, but Hogwarts Legacy 2 gets announced. Silveril. Ah shit, here we go again. Yeah. Get ready. Infinite was fantastic at launch, and 343 did their isms. Fair. Microsoft has irks me for keeping Infinite Undiscovery and Lost Odyssey Xbox console exclusives. They do that. As for PvP Destinies, the Crucible can kiss my ass. Yeah. Yeah. Like, you had to be in a mood to do it. But people there are sweaty. Like, holy sweaty. But yeah, these days I don't really do much PvP anymore. I'm glad. Bard, Astro, Red Mage. Oh, wow. Okay. So we at least have someone that's been into Heaven's Ward. So they're here probably because of me. Sweating my ass, the Destiny PvP community is full of tryhard bastards. No, that's also true. It's why I, like, the one time I went solo flawless in trials, I wasn't even trying to. Oh, actually, you know what? No, our Astro's been into Dawn Trail. Interesting. The Lane's YouTube channel was wiped? Really? Oh. Ooh. That's not good. Is this a raid? No, this is the third dungeon. This is just the third dungeon in, like, the main story for Aroma Born. There's nothing on her YouTube. Maybe she's preparing for a relaunch or something happened. And this bard is hungry for bulls. But you know what? Fucking oblige. We can just keep going. These enemies will despawn, or at least pull back aggro. You go too far from their spawn. Did something actually happen to Filling for real? I have no idea. That's what I'm hearing from Magma, is that something happened to her YouTube. We can keep pushing up with him. I can't confirm that her channel has been wiped of videos. Ooh, interesting. Her channel's closed. Okay. Well, I mean, it could be like a complete rebrand kind of thing. And maybe like some like legal thing may have happened. She's required to remove all content of the model that she has. And part of the deal. I don't know. I don't even know what's going on there, I'll be honest. I'm spitballing. She did take a long hiatus, though. Well, that's the thing, though. Like, if you have to get an entirely new model, like, an entire, like, rebrand, that's gonna take a lot, like, that's a lot of work. And I don't know if there's, like, some kind of, like... Oh, do we not have... Oh. I fucking forgot about that other fire sand. It's like, why is that not working? Because I'm a dumbass. Completely forgot about that fire sand. Oh no, a tank buster anyway. Imagine she joined Ninja Sanji. I mean, it's... I wouldn't say possible. But, eh. I doubt it. And a lot of money. Yeah, it'd take a lot of money. To be fair, Fillion probably had the money to do it. It's just... Yeah... Who knows? Again, that's the whole thing, is like, we just don't know. It's a lot of mystery surrounding that. Get out of there. Cool deal. Don't need. In fact, I'm probably gonna stop opening these as well, because I do have gear above that. If anyone joins Ninja at this point, they're gonna have everyone laughing at them. Exactly, and it will not be Fillion. If anything, again, I don't really follow many VTubers. Besides, like, the only time I end up following, like, anything a VTuber's doing is usually when it's brought up by, Akko or Mizu or something. Tonight's panel, or the Friday night panel, tonight's panel is shitting all over the latest Daredevil Born Again episode. I have not seen any of Daredevil Born Again. After, like, Marvel's just been in the shitter for years, and I really just haven't cared. You got that? Okay. I'm gonna go grab these. I wonder which is worse, Ninja Sanji or Bishoujo. No idea. Bishoujo's not existent. Yeah, Bishoujo's dead. Ninja Sanji at least still exists to a degree. Yes, and I can that's fine. I have no problem with that. Just found out actual soldiers play Armor 3 for training. I'm not surprised. I don't think Shoujo was making a profit since it began. Very likely. No, we're good. How bad was this episode of Daredevil? I will say Maul's doing fairly decent, but that does end on Monday because that was supposed to end on May the 4th. So that's what's happening on Monday. I will end up watching that after Dog Wave this week. I don't care about Frank and Marvel. Okay, I got it. Don't need. Don't need. I forgot this tight corner. Ugh. It's been so long since I've done these dungeons. I'm just like kind of like forgetting what's in here. And they have updated them too. Oh god. You want to come out here to the big room? It's fine. No clue, I don't have Disney Plus. To be fair, Disney Plus is shit, but oh well. Are you confident in that much healing? Oh, never mind. Everything's dead. That'd be why. That's why you're confident. Speaking of comics, legendary writer Gary Conway passed away this week. What was it that he did? I think I remember someone saying that he did the death of Gwen Stacy. Oh, it's this way. We go this way. I heard that Silver Roll got Samuel, I guess, already got competition. What? What are the chances of Hikari's swimsuit for the summer? I can consider it. Yeah. Would people want to see Hikari or dog, or God forbid, Hikari and dog? Yep, okay. And I'm getting nothing there. Hello, boss. So glad this boss got changed. Whichever you have the money for. Yeah, I do gotta be a little picky about my spending. But, I mean, look, if anyone wants to actually, like, suggest, like, that stuff. Oh boy, 2 chocolate bars. Goblin and dog are my Christian champions. Oh no, it wouldn't be the goblin. It would not be Gobbo. It'd be normal Hikari. Yes, he co-created the Punisher and wrote for Marvel's OG Battlestar Galactica, the Arc 1 of Atari Force Volume 2. Should you pay for $1.99? Yes. Fair. Oh, fair. I will definitely consider that. Too much chocolate can make people sick, especially dogs. Gotta remember that. Goblin or no deal. It's not gonna be Goblin if I do that. Okay, report back to Painted Mesa, which means we can actually do return. Easy enough. I wonder... Oh, wait. No, yeah, I hit 29. Okay, one more level, and then I can start doing... Oh, we have a duty. Well, I did want to play 14, but this gameplay style doesn't seem to be my thing. I'm going to stick with Baldur's Gate 3. That's fair. He doesn't like short people. He's a Goblin Slayer watcher. Monkey. Monkey. If I didn't like short people, why would the dog be a short stack? I'm just saying. Only Gobbledep is doing is either a barmaid or a biscuit. Fair. But as far as gameplay style, so what you're seeing here is a lot of like the early game. It does get way more insane. To be fair, it is still a lot more of the gameplay, but the farther you get, the more buttons you get, the more like crazy things get. But fair. We like Midna here, sir. Not that short stack, but yes. Like, dog is short. Dog is very short. But dog is not like Midna short levels of short stack. We're entering dangerous waters there. Hold on. What's wrong with Midna? Nothing's wrong with Midna. Nothing's wrong with Midna. Midna's fantastic. What I mean is, like, dog is short, but not, like, Midna levels of short, if that makes sense. Dog is 5'6". But because of how short she is, it does add on to the addition that she does have a big rack and a fairly chunky ass. So, short stack. Dog is probably taller than Henya. Yeah, probably. Yeah, not that short. Just short. That's not short. That is short. It's just not like... Go down a foot and you're set. Fair. She's not going that short. If you're going to play Neverwinter Nights 2, be careful if you want to play a Drow Elf. The game faithfully follows the D&D 3.5 rule set, and it Drow has the same... or has a 2 character level penalty and doesn't start raising the class level until character level 3. Fair. Oh, okay. Easy duty. Instance go! Insu. Oh. Cool. Easy duty. We'll probably actually may be able to get to Ifrit tonight. Not 100% sure, but dungeons did not take as long as I thought they would. With full queasing on their asses. It's not hard to... Well... Yeah. I forgot how easy that fight was. Oh boy, people need to not be poor, I guess. I don't know. No, it's actually false. It's a different thing because of like the end of the world from patch 1.0 before the game got reset into a Realm Reborn. That's kind of what this is going over. Kind of teaching people like the aftermath of the calamity and how some people are displaced. So it's actually not that. It's just... And also old dog culture. Oh, they go over to it way later. You might be able to make it to him at this rate. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I'm definitely close. I think I got... Because I know Hawk Manor is after Ifrit. I think there's one more dungeon between me and Ifrit. So maybe by the end of the stream we can get to Ifrit, and that'd be a nice way to cap off the stream. I don't know. We'll see. I love that there's audible dialogue, even though they have no audible dialogue, even though they have dialogue animations. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, it's a nice touch, because if they voiced everything, and you also need to remember, and this is what's really, really funny. A Realm Reborn was the launch, or like kind of like the relaunch of just Final Fantasy XIV, because 1.0 did so horribly. So with the Realm Reborn, they hired a whole bunch of like Funimation actors, just American actors in general. But their budget was much lower, which is why the story's not great, and like, it's not bad, but comparatively to the other stuff, it's not great either. But it's a good beginning. But because, like, those cutscenes aren't voiced, like, you can definitely tell there is a lack of budget. Did you want to answer for a different one? No, sure. Like, here's the thing. I've played the game before, so you're welcome to say, like, how far away I am from, like, that stuff. Because I believe Ifrit is not far from where I am now. I have to do a thing in Ul'dah, which is going to lead me to Ifrit. But I'm pretty sure there is one more dungeon before Ifrit. Because after Ifrit, then you meet the Scions. I think. It's been a while since I've done ARR, so I'm maybe mixing on, like, the certain, like, order of things, but... 114, you can find Tifa with the Italian. Oh, hi, Thancred. And 14, you can find Tifa with the Italian. Maybe. The music sounds eerily similar to the Oblivion NPC dialogue music. There's no dungeon, but there's like 2 to 3 instances, then Ifrit. What dungeon am I thinking of? Hold on. I can check this real quick. That's not how you spell dungeons, brain. But that's okay. Thousand Mods of Total Rock is what I'm thinking of. Yeah, that was the dungeon I was thinking of. Did I? Oh, I did. I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally opened Guild Wars instead of bringing Discord back. Oops. As Final Fantasy characters, Arden is one of those I would want to end if I met IRL. Fair. Remember the Italian Senate Tifa meme a couple years back? How did it happen? I forget how that happened, but I think someone hacked into it or something. It was funny. Holotali is optional. But you are correct. Holotali is before then. But as far as, like, dungeons... Because I could have swore there was a 4th dungeon before Ifrit. But I wasn't 100% sure about that. And Total Rock is the dungeon I was thinking of. Asher should tell Halo Studios to lock the fuck in. Maybe she is. I don't know. Maybe she isn't. I have genuinely no idea with that one. Because she's doing some good things, but I haven't But I've been seeing people say that she's doing bad things, so I need to pay more attention to the Asha Sharma stuff. No, it's Edda. I'm Metro like you. I'm sorry when Johnny, when the leader of our party was killed. The name was Vare. I actually played through Final Fantasy 15. 16 looks okay, I guess. The story and world look kind of boring. 16 was fantastic, actually. So, something else to keep in mind. Is that Final Fantasy 16 was done by the same dev team who does 14. So, while it is, yes, in combat, kind of more like DMC, its story is really good. In fact, its story was written by the same head writer that did Shadowbringers and Endwalker. And it was really good. I really like 16. I liked it more than 15. I like 15. 15 was the first Final Fantasy game I ever finished, technically. And then I actually, and I've been playing on and off 14 at that point when 15 came out. But it was then I was really committing to my first entire main character. The artwork that was confiscated by the UK was lewd lolly work of her own character, obviously. Yes, I believe so. Female VTubers will not be ready for the shirtless Sephiroth fight in Remake Part 3. No, they won't be. And there's rumors right now that we're going to be getting the Remake Part 3 announcement at Summer Game Fest next month. Can you... I can't believe we're a month away from Summer Game Fest already. Good God. Also, I got it wrong. It's 7 Dawns now, and then Totorock later. So. But Remake Part 3 is definitely going to blow up, I think. In a good way. I know people don't like the 7 remakes, but... I'm excited for it. I will be playing it at launch, or at least if it comes to PC at launch, I will be. Kingdom Hearts Sephiroth is voiced by NSYNC's Lance Bass. Really? Interesting. 16 suffers from balancing to balancing the enemies and not committing to a DMC style gameplay more. Yeah, fair. Okay. Back to Horizon. Not a Final Fantasy fan, but releasing some remake into 3 separate games kills most of the hype for the general public. It does. It does. I agree with that. And they've added way more content, because, just one, I think 7 Remake Part 2, Rebirth, was actually, if you wanted to go for 100%, was longer than base, the original Final Fantasy VII. If I remember correctly. I'm not sure about the first remake game. It's the first remake game, if you want 100%, is also very long. Just not Rebirth long. So if anything, maybe Remake Part 3 will be less long? Probably not. It'll probably be equally as long as 2, actually. They better confirm the cloud fractured mind theory. Yeah, I think a lot of things could be fixed if they just kind of acknowledge to some degree that this is a multiverse story. Or at least, this is a separate timeline from the base 13. To acknowledge, hey, it's still good to go play the original. But, if this is kind of if you want to add on to it. I actually feel to some degree that 7 is going to be involved in Evercold for some reason. Though, admittedly, some people have been looking into it. And not, deep, oh my god, they're, data mining and stuff. But maybe, kind of examining the trailer for Evercold. And some people pointed out that, Evercold might be related to Final Fantasy 13. And this is just glamour. Truth is, his mind got broken after Sephiroth. Sephiroth's Aerith, and everything was but a fragment of his now demented mind, as he is a... Originally, Nomura wanted to put a lot more content into PS1 7, but the budget wouldn't allow it. Yeah, that I've heard that one too. You should have orange juice. Have that. I don't need the orange juice. You can have it. Thank you for the dying. And then I need glamour. Oh, that's the main story. Never mind. I'm right about the door at the waking stance. That's why. And now we need blood orange juice. She needs orange juice and then blood orange juice, which is weird. But it's whatever. It's fine. It's just weird. Oh, now I have glamour and gear dying. Like, I actually finally make the gear I want. To be fair, probably won't even do that for a bit. Maybe near the end of ARR, I'll consider making, like, fashion. Cloud's mind got broken by the live stream, if I recall correctly. I believe it did. Hell quest is that? Oh, crafting glamour prisms. I can't, yeah, okay. First got a woman encountered in Baldur's Gate 3 was kind of bad. But she was also a crazy murderer. Yes. Hi, Tataru. NTE, aka the anime GTA game, doesn't have crime and strip clubs in it. It is a Korean game, I believe. So, that doesn't surprise me. At the behest of Thancred? Yes. Now let me in, Tataru. You tiny child. Not actually child. Just puntable. Small thing. It's fine. Tataru's fine. I feel like in ARR she's a little more annoying. But otherwise, Tataru's fine. Well, now. I gotta go. Have fun, Magma! Enjoy more painting. I gotta go and be French. Ew. Ew. Why would you do that? Why would you leave intentionally and become French? Left 4 Dead zombies are worse than Resident Evil zombies because they sprint. Yeah. Kick the baby. Don't kick the goddamn baby. Any gear requests? No. Okay. Money. An ex-friend of mine has a Lalafell character lovingly named Murder Toddler. Boy. Oh, hey. We have voice cutscenes.
My name is Minpelia, and I lead the Scions of the 7th Dawn.
Oh, these old voices.
I have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among
God,
friends
it's so
here.
weird seeing everyone's, like, old designs. Oh, man. And English voices.
No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do.
What notification did I
We are
just get?
scions of the seventh dawn.
I'll figure it
An
out after this
order that
cutscene.
transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals.
There was probably one of those
Their
instances where there's
existence
some
is a
voice acting.
bane
Yeah.
upon Eorzea.
Smash the blonde woman.
The
Minfilia's
world
hot. I
large,
agree. But
and we have
nothing
striven
beats
to
Y'shtola.
find a lasting solution to the threat they pose.
Minfilia's a little bit of a masochist, and that's a
Our
joke that
order
people
is
who
home
played
to
14
a
will
number of
understand.
individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness? Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space, a mind without a body?
Yes. All
These
of that.
things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of
Oh
his
my
past.
God.
You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them.
God, Minfilia, you
may
just sound so
even interact with
deadpan.
that which you see,
Oh my
but you
God.
cannot change the outcome of events.
Oh, I
For
forgot how
another
deadpan she
blessing,
sounded.
The Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you.
She's asking
It
questions
is
like
only
she's
a
Commander
shame that
Riker.
we
She
cannot
really
use
is.
it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo.
Oh.
With that established, let us return to the subject of the Primals.
Oh, Minfilia.
So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those
Oy.
with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will
The
be
only reason I'm not
instrumental
skipping it
in
is 'cause
dealing
it's
with
a-
the primal threat.
like,
Without
such
it,
like it's
we
a
cannot hope to save the realm.
normal. It's actually a voice cutscene. It's so robotic. What the
I
fuck?
know
It
not
is.
what
Yeah.
it is
Welcome to
you desire
ARR.
for yourself, nor what it was
It's
that
so
first
much
brought
well-
you to Eorzea.
It's so much better later.
But I firmly
Actually,
believe
she's
that
much better in the
power we
patches.
possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Oh, Minfilia, you're so hot, but God, are you boring to listen to? Yes! Thank you! She is immensely boring to listen to. And to be fair, like, the whole plot idea behind her dialogue is a lot of fun. But listening to her is like, I want to stop talking, please. Like, let someone else talk. Everyone sounds better. I am the most normal looking person here. Actually, no. Because, literally every race minus Aura, Hrothgar, and Viera are in the Scions. So, having an Aura here technically is very unique. Because at this point, when the Scions came out, like this whole thing, those three races didn't even exist in the game yet. At least in the Science Organization, you're only trying to kind of balance her out. Yeah, they do. Hell, even Thancred does. Although Thancred in some places can be a little monotone. But that's okay. Any thoughts on the new Expanse game, Osiris Reborn? It looks interesting. I've heard reviewers say it's like Owlcat's attempt at like Mass Effect, which has potential, but I don't know. We'll see. Temp, you're the diversity hire? I guess technically you could consider that, yeah. Because I am an aura. Because, like, you have Thancred and Minfilia who are healers. You have Y'shtola, who's a Mikote. You have Papalimo, who's a Lalafell. Oh, Ida is also here, and then Orion J is an Elizin. Also, Minfilia reminds me of KH2 Aerith with her deliverness. Yeah! That's a great example of her. It was a free company invite. Okay. That's fine. I probably wouldn't have joined it anyway. If I have a clan, I might be open to making a clan on this character. So like people, like if anyone wanted to like play together kind of thing and they didn't have a free company, you could maybe join my free company, but I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet. We Scions have one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Yay!
I take it you will help us.
Oh good, more voice dialogue.
Wonderful. I knew you wouldn't.
Speaking of DEI, Black Snape, I'm calling it this upcoming Harry Potter series is gonna shit the bed. Oh, I think so too. Very likely.
Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells?
Yes, I go there in several expansions.
6 city-states.
Oh wait, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Situated in the northwest of Aldenard.
I've also realized that with the classes jobs I've started out on and intend to make Hrothgar with all the DPS starts. Fair.
And even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida.
Oh, right. They're introducing me to everyone.
The two are charged with surveying the 12's.
I didn't even touch Tankle Heavensward. Fair.
Hello there.
I played, when I first started playing 14, I ended up playing Bard first on Famfrit, and then ended up dropping that character, and then was started in the UK servers with a friend who's also in the UK. But I started that one with Lancer, or Dragoon.
Welcome to the team.
And then...
I never doubted that you'd come. If I may,
there, I'll let this finish.
The lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. Last but not least is Orion J, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend. I am glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did
that voice sounded
stray
familiar.
From our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the 7th Dawn.
I don't even think about like Orion J's voice now, but it kind of sounds like Wesker in RE5.
Played a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Hello, Tataru.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh god, her voice! Oh, it's so shrilly!
I hope you will come to
Ooh!
think of us as family.
I forgot how shrilly it is!
But without further ado, I would assign
Little
you your
Y'shtola's
first
cute. She is.
task.
And I can tell that her actor actually is like,
Have the documents
her
arrived
actor
from the
now and
students
her
of
later actor
Bardesson?
sound very similar.
Aye, my lady.
I do prefer what we
They
have now,
arrived but
but
recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my
better surely than
pleasure.
monotone. Fair.
Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence.
Lancers by
Such
start for
crimes
Lalafell
are
couldn't get the
hardly
job
uncommon,
seriously till
and the
Dragoon.
Immortal
Because how
Flames
fucking silly it
deal
looks
with
when
their
blocking
like almost
Popoto.
every
Yeah,
day.
it does.
However,
It looks really silly.
this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Emoja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle
Final Fantasy
with
has a
the
strange
primals,
fascination with
I
magic
would
crystals.
have
It
you
does.
play
It's
a
always had
leading
that.
role in this investigation.
I got used to ARR voices, and when I got to Habit's Word, my audio dissonance kicked in.
I recommend you speak with
Yeah.
He is well versed in the affairs of Ul'dah.
Yeah.
Ever at your service, fair lady.
It was quite shocking to hear the difference. Like, I knew they hired new actors and such, but when you hear, when you change voices, audiophiles know it's hard. Oh, yeah. I noticed Nye immediately. Time to go to Camp Drybone. But we are on the road to Ifrit, so. So Ifrit is next. Yeah, like, we leave the Wakey Sands, please. Aka. Okay. Also, there's one thing from playing 14 that my heart genuinely can't take Lalafell when crying. Yeah. They're yeah. Also, why did Alpha hit puberty between expansions? Just in that moment. Is this the same Ifrit in 16? No. Okay. So, I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of a Final Fantasy lesson for those who don't know. Final Fantasy, every game is set in a completely new, like, a different reality, if that makes sense. Every Final Fantasy game is set in its own world. But the noticeable differences, or the notable things that make it a Final Fantasy thing is, like, you'll notice, like, the classes, Moogles, Chocobos, other stuff. Like, there's a lot of similarities between worlds, but a lot of, like, differences also. Even though 16 is done by the same team who did 14, 16 is separate from 14. So, is this the same Ifrit from 16? No, but it is still Ifrit. Still can't use a mount. Actually, I do need to do. Oh man. You know what? Let's just go. Let's just go to Camp Drybone, and then we'll go from there. The only Final Fantasy games that are all connected is 13, 13-2, and Lightning Returns. 10, 10-2, technically tactics with 12. 11 and 14 are not connected, but there's a lot of similarities between them. Like, a lot. There's a 4 and 4 the After Days, I believe. I could be wrong on the name. This way. But overall, like, usually the games aren't connected. Like, you know, 7 and Dirge of Cerberus, those are connected. And then there's also the, oh god, there's the movie. There is indeed the movie. Anyway, hot take, one of the untouched shards is secretly 11. That'd be interesting, but I'm also like, that doesn't need to happen. But it could. Like, if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be too upset about it. But it'd be cool if it did. 10 and 10-2 are connected to 7. 12 takes place 1,200 years before tactics. Yeah. 10 with 7, I'm not convinced on. I can understand why people do think that, though. So I'm not going to poo-poo that one. But I'm also like, eh. I think I see it more as a reference. But fair. Advent Children was the one I was looking for. Thank you. Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within. I remember that had a sci-fi twist more than a fantasy. It did. Yeah. This is a new enemy here as well. Oh, wait, no. No, that is a new enemy here. Welcome on your grill. Oh, I see. I see. Star, thank you for the raid. How are you all doing today? What were you all doing? Did I already have the... I already had the shard for Camp Dry Bone. Ah! Okay. It's fine. Oh. What were y'all doing today, Star? Well, there goes someone's ankles. I remember having spirits on the VS. Okay. Pragmata. Oh, you were playing Pragmata. How was it? How was Pragmata? I'm kind of asking this because I've also finished the game and I really enjoyed Pragmata. Pragmata was great. Hubby's in danger. Oh no. Oh no. Someone shout out Starcat. Yeah, I don't have shout outs on Twitch. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Chat, go follow Starcat. I need to do shout outs more on Twitch. But there we go. I remember having spirits within a VCR tape. 10.3 never existed. 10.3 was going to exist and it just never did. Maybe for the best. I finished 2 in the middle of a second playthrough. I have decided to move on from the game. Mostly because I just don't feel like up to playing it again already. When I have a lot to work on. But maybe one day. Pragmata didn't need to make me feel like that, but it did that game. Yeah. I need the dash hugs. Loves. No worries, Star. You have a good time, and thank you for the raid. Okay. Good. Oh my god, I'm almost level 30. I'm doing the level 17 missions. Oh, that's how far ahead I am. Oh no. Oh no. Wow, okay. And Dama with the raid. Welcome, Dama. I'll have to wait 40 seconds for giving it a shout out. No! Ah! Oh, welcome, Raiders. What were you all doing today? How'd you like the Pragmata hacking mechanic? Pragmata hacking mechanic was a lot of fun. I do really enjoy that. 7 Remake and Rebirth are sequels to Crisis Core, which is why they do things to do. That I kind of believe, yeah. Welcome, Fowen. Welcome, Lion. Finished a woke BS game. Oh, I'm sorry, Dama. I don't envy you, but I'm sorry. At least it's done. At least that's done. Playing early 14, I see. Enjoy the suck. Yeah, well, no, okay. So, I've already played 14. I've actually finished patch 7.5 on Tuesday. But it got me back into playing, like, I'm wanting to go back and play 14 again, because it's been a little bit. So, I have a stream character I started back in Christmas time. So, I figured we'd continue and do some other stuff. She's back from finishing a woke game. Fun. Fun indeed. I like Pragmata's combat in general, as did I. Pragmata's combat is great. Here, can I do this now? That's what I was waiting for. There we go. There's the Dama shout out. Welcome, Gabby. Welcome, welcome. Well, chat, for those who don't know who I am, hi, I'm Temp. I am local dog. I primarily do variety content, but lately it's been a lot of Monster Hunter Rise, other just friends slop games on Wednesdays, story games. So we've been doing Okami the last few weeks, but I decided to cancel Okami for copyright reasons. So we're playing Final Fantasy 14 today, and then going back to one of our other planned games like Resident Evil 4 Remake or Liza P on Friday next week, and then been more co-op stuff on Saturdays, with Resident Evil 6 being the primary online stuff right now. And of course, I run a podcast with Mama Akko every week called Dogwave. So if that's your cup of tea, you should leave a like and follow. Otherwise, thank you both Star and Dama for the raids. I greatly appreciate it. Alright, time for chat. Chat, delete this nibbler. No, don't delete the nibbler. Wow, it turned day when I was going under that bridge. Wow, that was fast. Tap is part of Mama Akko's entourage. Yeah! I was glad to see you picking tank as your role. True Master Race, I mean Roll Master role. Well, I picked it because it's also nice to have the short queues. Even though I could play the dungeons with NPCs, it is still shorter. But also, I kind of imagine, because this is meant to be the dog. So I'll show the character again, because it's been a bit. But this is like the character I've chosen to be like my in-game representation of like the dog. But they're an aura. So I figure the dog tends to be kind of leaning more towards what a tank is. So I'm probably going to land on either Paladin or Gunbreaker until we have the new Evercold class. And then we'll see. It really does depend. I like all the tanks. I'll be honest, the only tank I'm not a huge fan of is Dark Knight. Dark Knight just doesn't vibe with me. Like, I'll level it to like the max level. But once I hit the max level, I'm like, okay, that's enough Dark Knight. The dog, but with horns. Dogra. I joked earlier that I'm just a Zinogre. I figure Gunbreaker's more fantasy tech that Final Fantasy gives off. Yeah. Pretty much. Dark Knight is horribly underpowered and needs love. It does. But they are kind of maybe doing a slight rebalancing of tanks in Evercold. Because now that we're getting some acknowledgement that with the the evolved jobs in Evercold, and then Gunbreaker, Warrior, and Dark Knight are being moved into off tanks, with Paladin and the new job being main tanks. Dog with horns? So a horny dog. Exactly. Can you still get the hero experience still from PvP? I have no idea. It seems like GameStop wants to sell to eBay. Yeah. No. I mean, fine. Do it. I don't care. I try not to shop GameStop anymore. They just went to shit. What are the Amalja? Anyway. Also, you should have heard Dama squeal when she heard that tanks are getting a new class. I have not. What was Dama's reaction to getting a new tank? My intent with characters is to have them all Dark Knight, but my Veer is going to have Gunbreaker, and my Hrothgar is going to be a Marauder/Warrior. That's fair. With my main character, I end up playing... My main is Machinist. But as far as, like, every class role that I, like, main... it usually has to be Warrior and Gunbreaker for me on my main character. Machinist and Dancer for Fizz ranged. Reaper for melees. Although everyone tells me I should just never play melees. I'm apparently very bad at playing melees. Where am I going? Anyone here? I'm an idiot. She was waiting for a new tank for so long. So the way that they're doing this, I've noticed this, and I'm sure other people did too. When Dawn Trail came out, that was double DPS. Double DPS was Stormblood in the last cycle of expansions. So it was like, okay, so it's double that. So is it in concept, theory-wise, that the next ones would be the Shadowbringers time, and that would be tank and Fizz ranged, like Shadowbringers with Gunbreaker and Dancer. Guess what? It is. So now we have a kind of a set rotation of like, okay, so that would be the expansion after Evercold. So 9.0 would be a healer and a DPS. Probably melee DPS. Shalita squealed and made my ear ring. Then she nerded that for like 30 minutes. I am excited for the new tank. If what I'm right about what it is, it's going to be cool. I'm excited. It's like double shielder kind of thing. Hopefully tied to the Garleans. That'd be fun. Tactics Pistadio is a machinist. Yes, he is. Yes. Okay, I need to get back to playing Stellar Blade, but I'm not in the mood to play Stellar Blade, and I've been looking at Tactics. I'm really tempted to start Tactics tonight. Like, after stream, I've had Tactics on Steam since it came out, and I haven't played it once, because it won't stop releasing other things I want to play. Anyway. Double DPS was a terrible idea at that point. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't mind it. We got a new mage, and I was very happy for a new mage. Picto's great. And I like Viper, because that's our second scouting class. So I'm like, okay, I really feel like they filled out some good slots with Dawn Trail. So, I don't know. I like the class selection that we got for Dawn Trail. Viper's fun. Picto's a lot of fun. Picto's my main mage. Reaper Dragoon are the best feeling melee DPS to me. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I actually do agree with that. Yeah. My Lala, my main is backing, kind of maining red mage with blue as its only backup that's fucking useless because of being a limited job. I don't mind the limited job system. Like, I actually really don't mind it. It's a fun way to do something like Blue Mage and Beastmaster without breaking, essentially, the meta. Because, like, those could, like, really cause different problems when it comes to, like, extreme trials. Or, savage raids and stuff like that. Like, in, like, a typical party rotation. So, I don't mind it too much. I understand why they are. Hope the new tank gets a gun shield. That'd be cool. I'm leaning more towards double shield. But it could be gun shield. Octopus in the Discord is happening. Yeah, I think he is going to cover it, but Nemesis first, probably. I'll definitely be in chat at least for Nemesis. At least I'll try to be, depends on when Akko starts. I don't either. I really hate the blue as being limited, especially as, as an FT either. Yeah, blue being limited, though. Like, I don't mind it because again, when it's like when you think about the typical leveling rotation, like you're expected like, okay, you're gonna level, you're gonna do your job quests, and then that's how you get your typical skills. With Blue Mage, with how Blue Mage has always been, you would not be able to do it that way, and you'd have to go get everything like a Blue Mage would. So at that point, it's weird when it comes to like a typical leveling thing. And I think the same problem we'll have with Beastmaster. So when it comes to how leveling works in the game and how like, because also a lot of Blue Mage spells are very overpowered. So at that point, I'm like, I don't mind Blue Mage and Beastmaster being limited. I wish there was more going on, like they could do maybe a little more. But to be fair, what Square's already told us, they're like, oh, this won't be able to do this. Oh, that's just, they could do a lot of things. Just not what people are wanting, which is like raids, like in a party with other players, like Dragoons and Paladins and Pictos, you know, stuff like that. Like you can't queue into content with them, and that's what people want. And I'm like, I don't care. I have to borderline pester randoms to play, drag into a party to do stuff. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Someone got Linux to temporary run on some versions of the PS5. I mean, to be fair, like PS5 OS is just, it's a kind of version of Linux. I don't know how I feel about tank classes being forced into off and main roles. It's the same thing they did with healers. Because we have shield healers and we have main healers, or pure healers. And pure healers are like Astro and White Mage, with shield being Sage and Scholar. So I actually don't mind it at all. I expected this. I was surprised to learn that Gunbreaker is not a main tank. Admittedly, Warrior and Dark Knight make sense to me, but I felt like Gunbreaker's kit was more defensive based compared to the other two. So I'm a little surprised Gunbreaker is not a main tank. But that's how Gunbreaker's always kind of felt to me, like it was almost like a main tank. Like it had a lot of off-tank kind of capabilities, but it felt way more defensive than even like Warrior and Dark Knight. At the very least, let Blue do normal quests. Yeah. Well, allowing it to do normal quests, I understand, and I don't. I don't know, like MSQ, I don't think so. MSQ, I don't believe so. And any quest series with like a trial in it, I don't know, because again, you can't queue into that stuff. So if they allow you to do that as a Blue Mage, it would cause people to expect them have to like, oh, they're not leveling anything else once they get Blue Mage. Well, then they're just kind of boned. So if it was like a piece of content that had no dungeon or trial or raid content, I wouldn't have a problem. But like Hildebrand is a great example. There's a trial in both Hildebrand 1 and 2. No, Hildebrand 1 and 3 and 4. So not the Heaven's Word, but ARR, Stormblood, and Endwalker. There are trials. Isn't Blue supposed to be a joke class? It is. But I don't mean not MSQ and whatever quest, just unlock... no, yeah, that's fair. But at the same time, like, if you allow a Blue Mage to unlock a class, it would also technically be expected that that class could do the trial you just unlocked. I am a dumbass. Because you have to have a class when you unlock it to be able to do that content. I really am dumb. Like, how do you get to this? And I'm a dumbass. It's right here. Ugh. Big old dumbass. It's been a hot minute since I've done this. It's fine. That's requiring completion of said test. Yeah, I mean, I see where you're going with it, and I have absolutely no problem with it. It's just, when you are allowed to do, like, say you had to do, you're playing Blue Mage on, like, a quest to do, let's say, the Warring Triad in Heaven's Ward. But then that Blue Mage was the only job you had to be able to do those, but it can't queue in. So now you have to go back and level something else that can do it. So, I don't know, that's my concern. I see where you're coming from, and I wish we could. But, The main off-tanking seems to be based on how they handle mitigation. Paladin doesn't have the self-sustain of Warrior, but on paper, it shouldn't be able to take more of a kick. Yeah, no, I agree with that. And I think with Evolve mode, they are going to kind of make that better. Oh, I didn't mean to talk to you. Oh, well. It's fine. I'll kill him. Quistis from 8 is a Blue Mage? I believe so, yes. And, like, in the cases of, like, a Blue Mage in, like, a typical Final Fantasy game, there's no problem. But for an MMO, it's a little bit of a problem. I also feel like Blue Mage should have had more spells block and Shadowbringers after realizing there's at least a zone or two that have a few enemies that could have learned from outside of Poland. Yeah, I agree with that. I wish Blue Mage had a little more. Still the way around, GameStop wants to buy eBay. Okay, that makes a little more sense. That'd be interesting. I'm not sure about that one, but it could be interesting, yeah. Chat, I just realized something. I haven't showed in a while. Chat, if you all enjoy the content I produce, I would greatly appreciate it if you left a like, subscribed, hit the bell for notifications, join the Discord, as it is the best place to know when I go live. Also, remember to become a member of the channel so you get all the fun dog emotes. Dog emotes are great. We love dog emotes. Otherwise, chat, thank you so much for the continued support. It does mean a whole lot to me. Oh. Was that it? That was it. Okay. Cool. Oh, goodness. Didn't mean to do this quest, but it's done. Yay, random XP. I won't be able to ever complete Carnival without mouse and keyboard, or maybe not even then, because my reaction time sucks ass, and I don't interact with others enough for a dedicated group for blue hunting. I mean, depending on when I get, like, where this character goes, we could even just run, like, blue mage days. I'd have no problem with that. That sounds fun to me. And while this is going, I'm going to go use the restroom, chat. I'll be right back. My apologies, chat. Oh. Don't need anything here. In fact, the gear I'd need from there would be coming from dungeons or quests, would be coming from near Hawk Manor, and I'm not even close to Hawk Manor yet. So, best against she unlocks me with what I currently have unlocked for Blue Mage was between 25 and 35% through panicked inputs. Yeah, like, I didn't find her too bad, but I also understand why people would have problems with her. But I find Lakshmi to be fairly easy, but at least that's just me. Where are we going? Oh, up there. There we go. So I doubt Tsukiyomi attempt. Oh, no. Tsukiyomi is going to be a pain in the ass. Tsukiyomi, you will need a dedicated party for. It took me with some friends, all max level blue mages, to get Tsukiyomi done. It was like 4 of us. Tsukiyomi's a pain in the ass. Can't wait to see Gabby fan art of the lizard dog. That'd be fun. I hope so. But Gabby's also busy, and I'm not going to bother Gabby with it. But I'm not opposed to commissions. It's just I wanted to build up the character more first to like have a proper like fashion sense before we just dig that deep. Not you. Go rescue the nun. Or sister, or whatever. I think it actually is a nun. Yeah, to be frank, even the light party's worth of blues can cover the bases for anything pretty well. Yeah, it can. I mean, it might be nice to have, like, a dedicated healer. And maybe a dedicated tank. But... that really does depend. I know I'm missing a very small amount of Blue Mage spells on my main. I forget which ones I'm missing. It's a small list. It's like 4 spells. And I have not finished Mass Carnival yet through Endwalker. Aw, I thought I was going to make that. Roughest part for the party assembling with blues is everyone having etheric mimicry. Yeah, that's a little frustrating. But at least etheric mimicry exists. That's nice. Imagine if it didn't. I miss having a mount. It wouldn't even matter. I wouldn't even have mount speed until the end of ARR. I mean, mounts are still faster than, like, normal walking, but I believe slower than sprinting. So, it's like a middle ground. Malls are the wrong places! Speak with Thancred. Is this the quest where we have the ratty close? I forget. I think it is. I think we're close to Ifrit. Not much longer now. Yeah, he's out that way. I don't know why I always go that way. Even in, like, my main character, I just end up taking that path for some reason. That being said, I have way better odds of surviving in solo stuff using the support AM while being tank focused. Yeah, you do. Tank or healer. DPS rarely, because DPS doesn't have, like, a lot of the healing stuff. Healing Blue Mage is very strong. So, and tank is fairly strong too. It depends on what you're doing. But tank and healer is pretty much the way to go with Blue Mage, a solo. When I get back, I need to get my Cortana Ultima. I still need to do ultimate. Like, Uwu, and like the ultimates like that are early. I'd like to do ultimates, but I'm not that insane. Oh, so good of you to come. Anyway. Exuviation is a godsend in support ambulance. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Exuviation is very good. Oh, hello. That was easy. They must have just cleared the ads right there. Ugh. There you go. Have your queer leaflet. All the way up. Not to the church. Not all the way to the church, actually. So, that's fair. This is definitely the part of the reason why ARR takes a while is early on, you're walking everywhere. So you don't have your mount, you can't fly, you can't do anything. It's just, you gotta hoof it. Also finish my my Cortana for the Z title. Which one is that one again? I feel like that is a another type of weapon. It was not Eureka. Was it Heaven's Ward? Were those the Heaven's Ward weapons? Or was that a deep dungeon? I forget. You said Ultima, so I'm assuming it's a weapon. No, this is the one with the ready close, which means we are definitely closer to Ifrit. I'm actually only missing Tsukiyomi and Lakshmi spells from the primal spells, Hierocopter and the other spells. Only Shadow Rings and Totems that require completing the Carnival and hitting 80-90. Yeah. Yep. You're almost there. Isn't it ARR, then it's Excalibur? What? Sorry, you gotta... What do you mean by Excalibur? Right, I have to wear ratty clothes now. Cortana turns into ultimate. Oh! Oh, wait. Wait. Are those the weapons for ARR? Because now you're saying Excalibur. Now I'm like, oh, wait, no. Gungnir is the relic weapons. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's what you're talking about. Okay. Understood. relic weapons, an AR that took a long time to make. Yeah, on my main character, I'm still not even done with one relic weapon. I think the only relic weapons I've ever finished are the Endwalker ones, and that's only because those are tomes. And I think I finished all of the relics for Endwalker. Because it was just poetics, so I could just do those while I'm leveling. Like, I was even working on them in Dawn Trail. Actually, wait a second. Yeah. Right here. Speak with Thancred. Looks like Stuttering Craig is also hosting a watch party, the debate on Twitch. Really? I figured he'd do that on Rumble. I didn't know Craig streamed on Twitch. Like the ones from Heavensward, the Dark Knight and Paladin ones. I've never actually seen the Heavensward relic weapons. Sorry, I've been running behind. I'm like minutes. Paladin AR weapon is Katana, and it has 6 forms to turn into Excalibur. Or the Z title making you a Zodiac Brave. That's right. Yeah, I need to do that. There's so much I still need to do. Even on my main characters, there's still so much I need to do. And I have over 6,000 hours. Like, I still haven't even finished Eureka. Okay. Like, there's just so much content I'm missing. Okay. Let me make sure everything is all said and done. Because I gotta check my notes and everything just to make sure we're good. That's right. Okay. I don't know if I should get to do it for tonight. We're close to 3 hours. We'll see. If anything, we'll end on Ifrit. To be fair, if I was skipping dialogue, which, to be fair, a lot of this dialogue early on is very meh. So I just don't feel too bad skipping it. I'm not really invested in, like, the story up until probably Garuda. Maybe Titan. Before I stopped, I bogged down trying to get the Lone Hero title. Need the Edgelord title for my Edgelord name. Fair. Very fair. I don't have any of those titles yet. That's only Eureka and the Shadowbringers ones. I don't like the first step for Dawn Trail. Yeah, I need to get back. I need to get back to Occult Crescent. I need to do the dungeon thing. And honestly, at this point, I'm done waiting. I was waiting for some friends to actually sit down and do it, but they've never even made it this far. It's like even to the first Fork Tower. So I just need to do it. Part of the reason I haven't gotten my Rathalos mount either is just waiting for people. I did finish Baja, but I never finished Occult Crescent or really started Eureka very well. And then I haven't even done any of the deep dungeons past Heaven on High. I know there's 2 of them. I want to do the one in Shadowbringers. That one looks fun. Speak to Minphilly at the Waking Sands. Okay, teleport back. And we can change our gear back, because it doesn't matter anymore. The Rathalos armor and mount is sweet. The armor less so, but the mount is very good. I wish it was the actual Rathalos armor from, like, Monster Hunter. They did better with the Arkveld armor. The problem with the Arkveld armor is it's not the Arkveld armor. It is just the Hope armor, which is not bad, but I was really kind of expecting Arkveld armor, and I was totally going to use it for Warrior. Because, oh my god. But no. No Arkveld armor. Not even an attempt like the Rathalos armor. It's just the Hope armor. But I still need to get that mount. I'm about 20 clears, I believe, off of getting it. It's just sitting down for like 20 clears and doing it. Hope armor looks good though. It does look good. It does look very good. But I was expecting Arkfeld armor, and I was slightly disappointed when it wasn't. It's like, oh. Dang. Oh well. It's whatever. It's not the end of the world. The Hope armor does look really good as well. It's just not what I was wanting. But those were expectations I set for myself, not the game. Welcome back. Yeah, we did all that. Yay. Level 30. Okay. So, definitely next week. Yeah, no, I don't think we'd really get to Ifrit today. Okay. In that case, Ifrit definitely next week. And, not next week. Next time I play 14, definitely Ifrit. And we will actually go unlock Paladin, which would supply plenty of upgrades. But we are absolutely close to Paladin, because we did just hit 30. And there's Halatali here, which we can knock that out as well. So, let's... Yeah. Okay. In that case, what we're going to do... Go back to Ulda. And we're going to find someone to send you all to. No Ifrit, which is a shame. But... that's okay. Who are we raiding? I'm not sure if Akko's on. I don't think Akko is. But Magma is. Alright, chat. I'm going to send you all over to Magma. Magma's playing Clay Obscure tonight. And on Twitch, because I can't send you to Magma on Twitch, because Magma's not live on Twitch, I'm going to send you all over to Mia. So, on Twitch, I'm going to hand you over to Mia. She's playing Tamagotchi Life, and on Twitch, here to go over, not Twitch. YouTube, you're going to Magma. Twitch, you're going to Miyazu. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. We're doing Resident Evil 6 tomorrow. Final reminder, chat, if you all enjoy the content I produce, I would greatly appreciate it if you have to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, join the Discord, as it is the best place to go live. You get all the rare dog emotes, and you should also become a member of the channel, as becoming a member of the channel gets you many, many emotes. Otherwise, chat, thank you all for the super chats tonight. And I will see you all tomorrow for Resident Evil 6 with Magma. Otherwise, chat, you all have a good evening. Behave for Mia, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, chat.